Look, I saw my shot and I took it. I couldn't do it different. Couldn't afford to stop and go. I had to stay consistent. Made up my mind that no matter what, I gotta win. That's why it's always me and never them. One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot. You only get one shot.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Minnesota Vikings and the Carolina Panthers. NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. They start the drive with Cook. Nifty move. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there on the first play from scrimmage. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Cook again. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level, and sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip, and I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
Complete. Smith has it. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him the third down conversion. 5 yards on the play. 1st and 10, Willis. Setting up the screen for Cook. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Willis. That's caught by the tight end, Harrison Bryant. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. 1st down, here's the run with Cook. And he's got some space here. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook with career touchdown number 75. And the Vikings will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Joseph connects on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They begin on the ground with Kamara. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Tua going to throw. And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
I will see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
Out of the gun on 3rd down. Here's Tua. They'll get this out to Kamara. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. So roughing the passer, and this is a unit, Charles. They hold their breath every time they see their quarterback go down and get hit like that.
Yeah, they understand how important these last couple of months are for this team. They can ill afford to have anything happen to him if they want to accomplish their goals.
Throwing on second down. Tua. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
So certainly a defensive mistake here in the first quarter, getting hit with a roughing the passer call.
And that hurts not just because of the yardage you gave up and give them a fresh set of downs, but that brought the home crowd into this one. And when you go on the road, your job is to silence the crowd, not energize them.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
The Panthers sit 6-3 on the year, and they come in playing pretty well, 6-3 in their last 9.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Back in the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one.
That caught by Tremble.
And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll bring up fourth down. Gonzalez's kick is good.
So the big return had him fired up, but in the end, the offense stalls out. They only muster 3.
Yeah, the excitement was there after the return, but they didn't move the ball at all after that. They didn't even get a first down.
The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble to bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And, Charles, you look at these two teams, these are those kind of litmus test games in the second half of the season that if you're a coach or a player, you can either really look forward to them or really dread them, depending on your point of view.
And if you're dreading them, you're not going to go very far in the playoffs. You need to look forward to these kind of games because here we've got 2 division leaders, both real contenders for the NFC title. And you're right, you love having easy games on your schedule, but you need some games like this to toughen you up a bit and ensure that you're ready for the shock of playoff football.
64 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start.
Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and are controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
And Cook was fighting for it, but I don't think he got there. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
So on 4th down.
And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. Anxious moments there on the fake, but they do get just enough to pick up the first down.
Now they'll look to Willis to pass it here.
It's caught on the right side at Smith.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
To the air on first down. Here's Willis.
Complete to Bryant.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
On first down, Willis. That'll be caught. Rager with it.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. So maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far, but 2nd and 13 here. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Got a man. It's Schwartz, complete.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. Got a little antsy there from his Mike linebacker position.
Partner, there's times you think you've timed up the quarterback's cadence. You think you've got a read on it. He might have thought it on that play. He was wrong.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Second down. Here's Willis.
Touchdown!
Dalvin Cook.
He scored on the ground and through the air as his guys are able to extend their lead. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year, and our score will stay right where it is. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. They fake the handoff. Now Tua rolling to his left. What a catch by London. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. It's a Carolina 1st down on a gain of 16. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. That'll be caught by his tight end, Ian Thomas.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They run it again with Kamara. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the 1st down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Finding Alvin Kamara for the completion.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
2nd and 2, 1st down marker at the 5-yard line.
From the gun, it's Tua. Flush to his right. And that's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Tua looking to throw on 3rd and 2. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And the Vikings are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. 74 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. They run again on 1st down. Cook. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there. Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
You have to figure with this offense on 2nd and inches, they're in ideal shape, but then they end up getting an incompletion, a run stuffed on 3rd and inches, and you look around and say, how did it become 4th down?
And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they'll begin inside their own 10, so field position certainly not in their favor here. Tua's throw into the hands of the receiver, Chenault. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Tua. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends. That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Willis. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Panthers are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you know.
The pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. After the sack on 1st down. The pressure too great, and he goes down once more. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in this 2nd half. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
There's Trimble, the tight end. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Off the play action, Tagovailoa. Buying time to his left.
Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time.
Greedy Williams picks it off.
And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football.
Well, I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team has struggled to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Willis's throw there taken in by Smith. Down inside the 10.
Touchdown, Vikings!
Irv Smith Jr.,
his 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes, because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Play action, now it's Tua.
Hitting London, coming across the field.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive, 13 yards, picking up the 1st. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10.
This is Shenault on the receiving end.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. To throw again on 2nd down. Tua over the middle, complete. That's Thomas. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 26. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
A good running there by Kamara on 1st down as he takes us ahead for a gain of 5.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on 1st down, because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
Eluding the pressure right. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers. And the Vikings are going to get the football there as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
Carter, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 down at the 33.
Willis looking to throw on 1st down. Throwing for Smith on the out route, and it's caught. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. Now Willis on 1st and 10.
Being chased out left. And this is going to be incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
2nd and 10 now, 3rd quarter from Charlotte.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
And that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive. And once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
And he wisely will throw that one away.
Here's Greg Joseph now to try the field goal.
It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. The kick by Joseph is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They force the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
Here comes the return from the very back of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half.
Tua sets up to pass it. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
A 10th carry for Kamara.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Looking to pass. Tua.
Throw left side. There's London. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here and have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Panthers in possession of the football, but facing a deficit here as we get to the 4th and final quarter of play. Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
On the double.
54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. And let's get that ball, man. Let's get that ball right here. Hey, watch out. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Fourth down, fourth quarter. Here's Tua.
That's Tua's running back, complete. Room here to run. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
So after the big play on fourth, here's 1st and 10.
Now Tua. He's got it for a Panther touchdown.
Drake London.
A 24-yard touchdown.
And the Panthers are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter.
Gonzalez good on the extra point. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expected.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
And the Panthers are right back in this football game.
2-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you think maybe you're just sitting on it trying to drain some clock. It's almost... almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Going to the air. Tagovailoa.
He's got his man, London, right side. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Tua. Flushed out right. And this one's incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Tagovailoa going for it on 4th down.
Got his man. It's London.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10.
They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it's going to be tipped up and picked off.
Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield.
And the Panthers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Kamara is into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. And they would not be denied on the ground, powering it in just one play after they got stopped short.
And how about how many tight ends are on the field? Because in today's NFL, we think of the tight end more as a pass catcher. For this group, they tell them you've got to be able to run block to stay on this team. And they committed to it and got it done right there.
And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play. And here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
This ball complete to Rager. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And he'll take this one down to about the 40.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Smith. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the first on the 35-yard strike.
I thought maybe when he caught it, he'd have a good chance of getting that first down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
They'll try it now with Mostert.
They find some open field here. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Facing a 4th down, they come away with 18 yards and the first down conversion. Remember, that was 4th and a full 2 yards. There's a big difference between that and 4th and maybe 6 inches or a yard.
Yeah, you're exactly right, because when it's that 6 inches, you just fall forward and you pick it up, right? You just go quarterback sneak. But having to move bodies, that means you actually have to execute because they know what you're going to do. How are you going to make the right play call and get everyone into the right spot and win at the line of scrimmage? That's what they did there.
They'll go option on 2nd down, right side. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Malik Willis
doing it himself from 9 yards out.
And the Vikings add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Joseph connects on the extra point.
And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
And the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. He's got him in. Complete.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And a quick throw here. That's complete. Will go down as a gain of 6. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this. Back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent gain. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Tua. And it's caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Here's Tua. Rolling to his right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Late game situation, things seem to be unraveling just a little bit, and that's when you start forcing the football, mainly out of necessity. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete, nearly picked off.
Now Tua. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with a clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
Coming from where they were, they knew this was going to be tough, but they got the touchdown. Now they need the miracle, the onside kick and a little extra.
Yeah, and you have to get the onside kick and not have the ball bounce around a lot and eat up time. You want to be able to grab it, possess it, and get your offense out there for what you just termed a miracle last chance.
Gonzalez able to tackle on the PAT. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So looking at this situation, you should have time for the onside kick and then at least one play. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie.